Sonic
Swipe
Speed!
to challenge.
Let's not keep them waiting.
What's new, pussycats? My name is Proceleon, and welcome to a slightly different kind of video. I know this is slightly out of the blue. I don't usually do like artwork and things like that, but I was thinking I haven't drawn anything in a while, and I saw these shiny changing videos where people take bad or slightly boring shinies and kind of spice them up a bit. I'm gesturing with my hands, but you can't see them because they're off screen. My hands should be here. But a few of these have been meditated beforehand. I do have an idea for Venusaur and I think Charizard and Blastoise. They're a bit weird, but I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna change them up and hopefully improve on them ever so slightly, if at all. Some of them are pretty good. I've only got like 4 lines to go through, but even the good ones can be improved somehow. Let's go. Alright, so first up we obviously have the Bulbasaur line. The Bulbasaur line's shiny. It's not bad exactly. It's one of those that just turn into a really weird shade of green, but it's not like a bad, like eye-watering shade of green or anything. The golden yellow does kind of complement it quite well. But well, I only just noticed Bulbasaur's eyes don't change. The eyes on Bulbasaur don't change, but the eyes on Venusaur and Ivysaur do. They change yellow. It's weird that I only just noticed that. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this one down here. I think what I want to do with this, because it has kind of a jungly appearance, so I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna fully like embrace that jungle feel, and I'm going to, I think what I want to do is change the body to like a dark dusky green, kind of like a jungle leaf green. The leaves, I think I want to change to kind of a dark beetrooty purple, and the flower I think I want to make a bright red, because jungle flowers are quite often very bright, very vibrant. The yellow parts I think could probably do with going either white or gold. We'll see how that goes, but I might make the stem a bit darker too. So we're starting with Venusaur. I'm gonna go back through the line and change them accordingly afterwards. So let's go ahead and grab these shades. Wow, I did not realize those were the same shade. Let's unselect all of that. We don't need that. Okay, so we want to make this. Oop, wrong way. I mean, making it a more vibrant pink is fine, but oh no, hang on. Have we got some red going on? Make that right. Okay, we've got a red going on. That's fine. Oh yeah, it's looking better already. Okay, now for the leaves. Oh, what's going on? Hello, you're not the shade I'm looking for. Okay, so we've singled out leaves there. Let's get this up. Okay, so we want this to be a deep purple, really like tropical, jungly purple. Let's just desaturate that a bit. Make it really pop against the red of the leaves there. Yeah, I think that looks kind of good. I should probably deal with this yellow here, and I think it's safe to just desaturate these all the. Oh no! Yeah, that separate bit. Turn that down to there. There we go. I think. Yep. So Photoshop was being stupid. Now we can get this one, and I think we just want to darken it down just a smidgen. Maybe desaturate it. There we go. That looks alright. And finally, the main body. Hue. Ooh. I'm making it. Just making the same purple. Just making the same purple of the leaves. That yeah, that worked perfectly. No. So what we're going for is like a desaturated, like jungly purple. No, not purple. Like turn that up. Get that down. Really go for that like foresty tone. Like you want to make it look. I want to make it look like this thing would be found in a jungle. Like you could find this in a tropical jungle. And I think we're done. Didn't turn out quite the shade I wanted, but there we go. That's quite a decent change, I guess. Yeah, flower goes from pink to red. These two. Oh. Where are you going? Get in front of you. Go on there. So that goes from green to purple instead of just changing green. That goes from like puke green. I mean, it's not a bad green, but it's a puke green, to like a foresty green. Like you don't need an awful lot. Just make it make sense. Like Venusaur is like a jungly type of creature, so it would make sense that it would have jungle type colors. And now obviously we're gonna go through the pre-evolutions there. Yeah, I don't say pre-evolutions. I don't say pre-evolutions, I just say pre-evolutions, one word. Just because it sounds cooler and it's a lot easier to say. And we want to get these colors and dunk them on there. Okay, I just realized that with this extra bit of shading on Ivysaur's flower, just dunking them on probably wouldn't work. Back to the hue adjuster. Instead, we're just gonna make. I think we're just gonna make it a brighter pink, like a more pure shade of pink. Otherwise, I think we are fine for colors. Let's see here now. Dunk, 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 dunk. Okay, that one worked. That one worked. Now the body. dunk, 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 dunk. Looks decent. Looks decent, actually. Look, I like going from pink to red. That seems like a natural progression. And now we take care of you, little friend. Dunk, 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 dunk. There's not been enough dunking done. Dunk. Yeah, works. It works. Dunk, 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 dunk. And we are sorted. And there we have our new shiny Bulbasaur line. Going from puke green, regular green, and gold to dark forest green, purple, and bright red. I think this works. I think this works. Now for the next one. Alright, hello Charizard. Let's see what we can do with you. Now, I did have an idea for Charizard. It's not too different from the black shiny. I still want to keep like mostly black, like this. Maybe desaturate that because that's kind of like a dull purple color. But yeah, I have an idea. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but we will see. We will see. Okay, the first thing I want to do is obviously get this primary skin color down. Okay, so the shiny bits are the lighter color bits here are actually they're actually part of the stomach color. So we've got this. Let's desaturate. Oh goodness, what? Okay, probably gonna need to up the contrast on that or something. Let's start by going red, I think. Contrast is not great. Let's turn the brightness down, turn the contrast up a little bit, and then desaturate it. Oh yeah, turning the contrast up on that one really works. Back to the saturation, turn that down just a smidgen. Leave it with a vaguely red tint, because I don't want to make it like too colorless. Now what I want to do is take the wings, I guess. And you take the wing. I think I'm gonna follow the lines of the regular Charizard, just slightly. Like I say, I don't want to change it much. It doesn't actually need changing. It doesn't actually need changing all that much, but I think it would look much better if the red were a little bit deeper. Deeper red, maybe a little bit lighter, sort of upping the, because this is more like a magenta shade. It's almost magenta red. But I'm just gonna make it a pure red. And now the underbelly. What I wanted to change here is maybe upping saturation, lowering the brightness a bit, and changing this maybe to red as well. That's what I wanted to do. That's literally all I wanted to do. Is just change that to red as well. I know black and red is like a really sort of edgy color scheme, but you know, it's a fire type dragon. What else are you gonna do? I mean, the black was already done, but it was just that underbelly. It was just the underbelly that was bothering me because I don't think it fit. So now you've got a pure black Charizard that looks like it could burn something. It looks menacing. That's not what I'm gonna do for Charmeleon and Charmander, because the Charizard line is weird. The normal colors, the normal forms of these three, they go from orange in Charmander to red, and then back to orange for some stupid reason. And then the shinies, they go gold, gold, and then black. And I don't get that at all. Like how they can all change color, like just like that. I can't. There we go. Like that. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different with this line in particular. I'm going to... I think I'm actually gonna make Charmeleon more kind of like a dark gray, I think. Add a little bit of saturation on that. But I think I'm gonna make Charmeleon a dark, like a almost like a, what is it, charcoal gray? But I'm gonna leave the underbelly, and then I'm gonna change that underbelly to what color is it at the moment? It's kind of like a golden yellow. So I'm gonna change that to orange. I'm gonna change it like Charmander orange, so that it looks like that. Charmander's weird. Charmander's really weird. Does it keep the? The eyes. The eyes do change from a green to a blue. So I might have to change the eyes as well. If you can follow the pattern, you might be able to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm going to turn that one like a golden yellow. This is going to be a more like a bright, almost like metallic grey. Well, it's either a metallic grey or just straight up white. And I think personally the metallic grey works so much better. So the grey is getting darker, and so is the underbelly. It's going from yellow to orange to red. So you can see the progression here. So they are all their own different colours, kind of like what the normal line does. But they're just all getting darker as it gets, because Charizard is really menacing, and the black was on the right lines, but the gold shinies before it just did not work with it. It's much it's much easier to just have the line like follow a set, like follow a set route, you know? I think I'm just going to do what I did with the other ones and just make them like a yellow. I think those were actually a little bit easier. There's not nearly as many colors on them. Like Venusaur's just a mess. Venusaur's got a lot of colors to work with. Charizard, not quite so much. Let's go to Blastoise. Next up is the Blastoise line. obviously. This one's a bit awkward because I don't really like Blastoise being pink. However, I do like the green shell on Blastoise. I think the green shell in particular works for Blastoise, but I don't necessarily think it works for Squirtle and Wartortle. So this one's gonna be weird. I don't have a particular idea in mind, but as always, I'm gonna work backwards and see what we get. I do like this green shell though. I might actually do something with that. The first thing I'm gonna do is select the that's okay, that's it just selects everything. Okay, that's useful. I see what they do. They just select every pixel that is that shade and color it indiscriminately wherever it is, because this bit on Blastoise's shell, if I zoom in a bit, you can see on the cannon they left a bit of yellow because they just leave it up to they're kind of just leaving it up to like algorithms to recolor the sprites. That's actually how they were done in earlier generations. They were kind of automatically generated shiny sprites, so the creators themselves had absolutely no control over what turned what color. So unsurprisingly, we got shinies that were a bit naff, to be honest. We got shinies that were a bit not good, to put it very, very lightly. So I think I'm going to deselect all of this. We only want the back of the shell, and we want to, well, I want rather to make it kind of like a greeny turquoise, I think. I mean, I'm aiming for that color roughly. Might desaturate it just a bit, because it, you know, if I do that, that's gonna be my baseline for this. That's how I'm gonna that's how I'm gonna do things. We're gonna get the front part here, because I think this is all of Blastoise's front. I'm actually gonna deselect the eyes as well. I don't want the eyes to change. And I'm going to make those... Let's make all of the shell sort of this greeny color. Not lime green. No. Way, no, not lime green. Wow. Let's just dodge that bullet for all it's worth. Some of you might have tweaked into what I'm doing. I'm gonna get it roughly the same color. And now that actually looks pretty sweet. Now what I'm gonna do is get the eyes. Yeah, let's actually change the eyes to green too. But I'll like a lighter green. Yeah, lighter green works. And you take the blue and you change the blue to. I don't think any of these are gonna really work. What if I made black? Would it work if I just made him? Would it work if I just made him black? Actually, no. No. I'm going to make Blastoise a dull brown. Let's make him kind of like that shade. And then oh yeah. I'm going to take the shell. I said the shell, idiot. And I'm going to turn that all the way down to essentially make it black. So he has a black like ring around his shell. Now, in case you couldn't tell, I was going for a kind of army vibe. That was what I was doing, because I thought he's basically a tank. Let's make him look like a tank. But the thing is, I don't think the same would work for these two little devils over here. I can definitely try. But I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on this one. The shell only. Shell only final destination. There's the green. Desaturate it, make it darker. Saturate it again. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it works. There probably are definitely better shinies to do to make them. But, we'll roll with this. We'll roll with this, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, nobody's getting hurt. This one, I probably would make like the lighter. He says before making it darker, so it goes over to the green side. You don't know the power of the green side. Okay, I don't want the ears. Let go of the ears. There is a time and a place to grab ears, and it's not here. Cool! Now to ruin everything. I think it kind of works. It works in a kind of really awkward way, but yikes. What am I doing? Now we can take the ears and change them round, I guess. That's fine. Looks alright. Like War Turtle in particular, his shell is shaded really weirdly. So I don't think there's any possible thing I could change it to that didn't make it look weird. And now Squirtle. I think I actually want to make Squirtle stand out just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is take the shell colors take all of the shell colors, every single shell color, and I'm just going to darken them ever so slightly. He says darkening it a lot. Darkening them ever so slightly. Bear with me. I had prior ideas for the rest of them, but not for Squirtle and Wartortle in particular. That one was improvised. That's probably why it's not as good as the others. And this little dude here, he will turn. Let's change you to a golden sandy yellow, I think. Maybe dull it up just a bit. Yeah, I think we've got some natural progression going on. We sort of go from like a sand tank to like a small tank to a proper big tank. That's the general sense I wanted here. I think I might tweak Wartortle's stripes just a little bit because they're bothering me. And now back to Squirtle with the eyes. Now the eyes, I'm actually going to give them green eyes. You know what, let's just give the whole line green eyes so there's some kind of consistency going on. So now I basically just completely flipped them from what they looked soft before, and you don't want a huge bulky tortoise to look soft. You want him to look hard, and this Blastoise, I think, looks pretty hard. Which leaves the Butterfree line. Now this one I genuinely didn't have an idea for before before starting this. I had no idea what I was gonna do. Although looking up caterpillar species, and what Caterpie is based on, I did find that a lot of them actually followed the same color scheme. Their markings were they were yellow. So I think the biggest change here is probably going to be to Metapod and Butterfree. Metapod is okay. I mean, the kind of burnt red isn't too garish, but Butterfree's colors are just all over the place. I have no idea what they were thinking there. Like green eyes, this weird magenta shade on this purple body. The green eyes really don't work for it. And they made the wings red-ish for some, like a light red for some stupid reason. I mean, they kept it that way. Like I say, the algorithm, the shiny algorithm that they made, it didn't, it didn't know what looked good and what didn't. But obviously they never bothered to change it. So, oh dear. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm gonna start from Caterpie this time. I'm not gonna work backwards. I'm gonna start with Caterpie because there really is no consistency between these guys at all. So I'm gonna start by zooming in, and I'm gonna get the underside of Caterpie. I think I'm gonna keep the eye separate for now. There might be something I can do with that. I'm gonna make the underside and markings a bluish shade, and then I'm gonna turn them like right down. I'm gonna make them all I'm gonna make them all like really dark, like so. Okay, good start, good start. Good contrast there. Got some good contrast. But the caterpillar species that I looked up were mostly yellow, actually. So I think I'm gonna stick with the yellowish color scheme that regular Caterpie has. But I think I'm just gonna make it a little bit paler. This is gonna turn out interesting. Make that a bit brighter to go on to the shiny bits. Yeah, it works. It works. I'm not gonna complain. It works. Now it looks like a desert caterpillar. What is up with me and making desert stuff? The other thing I wanted to do is take the blue that's on Butterfree here and put that in the eye of wrong blue. Put it in Caterpie's eye because, of course. I wonder if I can do anything with this antenna here. The blue looks pretty nice. Just desaturate that a bit. The blue looks cool. The blue looks cool. I'm gonna stick with the blue. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that blue that's on Caterpie's head there, and I'm gonna put that on Metapod. I'm gonna take all the green that's on Metapod and switch it around so it's blue. Alright, it kind of works. It's got like the same blue as Caterpie there, so I think the blue Metapod is fine. You though, you're gonna be trouble if this is what Game Freak has to go through to make proper good shinies. And I'm not surprised they make an algorithm. What is with these things and not being the color I want them to be? I just want them to be green. This is why you get such disgusting greens. Because to make the darker color green, you have to make the brighter color light, like yellowish green. If you make the lighter green, the proper green, it makes something disgusting, and I don't even know. That is still a disgusting green. Yeah, okay, fine. Yep, fine. I'm okay with this. If I told you it was going to be awkward. So I want to take the wings now. Not the rest of the body. So I'm going to do there is make it like a light, a bright, like a light green. Because it's kind of like sort of inspired by like a cabbage white butterfly. We got desert bug going into a silky cocoon to hopefully what will turn out to be a vaguely white looking butterfly eyes. And actually, let's keep to the consistent pattern here and make the eyes baby blue. Yeah, I think baby blue would be an alright colour for it. Just make it look really sort of natural and, you know, plant-like, and just have it be really light and delicate, because it's a freaking butterfly. I mean, we could do the same, like a baby blue. That is adorable. Oh my god, now that I'm seeing it, that looks adorable. That, like a baby blue, but desaturated it just desaturate it just a lot. Just a white butterfly. Just pure white butterfly. I'm a butterfly. I am pure, I am white. I am pure, I am beautiful, I am just pure white. I am a fairy of the garden. I am a fairy of the garden. I am a butterfly. And I come in peace. Okay, so looking at that, there's still some progression there. And we've got blue antenna, blue metapod, blue eyes on Butterfree. It works. It works. So actually, I think I might be leaning more towards Butterfree just being the white bug. I know green shinies get a bad rep, but like there's a right way and a wrong way to handle green shinies. You can make the green on like the yellow side of the spectrum, like the yellow side of the green spectrum, and ruin it completely. Or you can make your green on the more blue side of the spectrum and have it actually work. Unless it's Espeon. Espeon is terrible. Yeah, I think that kinda works. I mean, it's not perfect, but we've gone from like your typical like yellow and black sort of defensive caterpillar. You know, it has the defensive markings on a caterpillar. We've got a silken cocoon, and we've got a cabbage white Butterfree, basically, with beautiful baby blue eyes. that's the payoff, because butterflies are always a lot more stunning when they come out of the chrysalis, which is what Metapod is. So yeah, I think I think that works. I think that works. Wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but then again, I didn't really have anything in mind. So they look a lot more like their real-world counterparts, and I'm alright with that. There was one thing that I had to do, though. Was that so difficult? And there we go, 4 shinies completely flipped around, with the exception of Charizard. Let me know which one you like the most. I personally would really like to have that shiny Venusaur, although Butterfree came out a little bit better than I was expecting, to be honest. I was not expecting big things from Butterfree, of all things, of all Pokemon. Butterfree is the one that came out beautiful. But this has been a shiny Pokemon fixing video. And if you like what you saw, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so that you're notified when I upload a new video. Also, I have a Discord server now, which will also be linked in the description. Join the Pussycat Guild. We're making the world a stripier place. So as always, I've been Proceleon, and I will see you pussycats in the next one.